Karnataka, where there was a massive violation of lockdown norms with a religious gathering being held in one of the districts. Now, these people, in fact, devotees, gathered for an annual religious fair that was being conducted in Karjari village of Haveri district of Karnataka. Those who gathered did not maintain any social distancing, and many of those who gathered there were even seen without masks. The event was conducted even after the government had officially cancelled this event this year. Neha Hebbale joining us live. Neha, it's very clear that despite all the relaxations of unlock phase 1 and phase 2, one thing that continues to be there in the lockdown norms is religious gathering. Now, this kind of a congregation in limited space obviously poses a huge threat. It can become a breeding ground. And knowing all this, how is it that such a religious gathering could take place? Tell us when and where did this happen?
Well, Afrida, the right question that you asked was, of course, how a gathering of this kind even took place. Remember that, the district authorities and the government had anticipated the situation, but they were very helpless at a time like this. They were unable to do anything. Now, when we spoke to the SP of Haveri, he actually went on to tell us that, there was a meeting that was held prior to this event being organized, where it was decided that no permission would be given to host this event. But despite that, we're seeing how, this religious gathering has, in fact, amassed a lot of people over there. So what we're picking up right now is that, this is an annual fair or an annual event that sees, thousands, nearly about 1 lakh of people every year. But this year now, keeping in mind the fact that, people were, of course, a little paranoid, but the remaining people have still turned up in large numbers, posing a very big threat to all the people present over there. And also remember, there was no social distancing, there were no masks by many of them. And even as this took place, you had the district authorities watching on helplessly. Now, when, of course, we did also speak to the SP, they said that they had not anticipated a crowd like this, because most of the people actually started stepping out from their homes. They were standing on the steps of their homes, on the staircase of their homes, some of them on the terrace as well. And that's how, house by house, this crowd started to gather in a very large number. It's very unfortunate that even after seeing several incidents like these, they continue to happen and people remain undeterred. That fear, of course, of maintaining the social distancing really, and the need for it has not really, sunk into the people of the state yet.
Yes, people's participation is extremely important in observing the individual responsibility of social distancing, hand hygiene, mask protection. None of that is being followed. I don't see masks being worn by the people in those pictures. Extremely unfortunate. Thanks for joining us with your inputs, Neha.